Welcome to the Red and Gold 24/7.
Red and go, red and go, red and go, red and go. Red and go, red and go, red and go, red and go.
What that? Boy, I miss doing this. What's up, fellas? What's going on? Welcome back to Red and Gold 24/7. What's up, faithfuls? What's up? Boy, I miss doing this. What's up? Now, of course, introduce the fellas, of course, with me, host man here, Ryan. All right. Man over here, of course, C-Man GM. All right. Has a Twitter handle. And of course, over here, we got AD. What's up, fellas? Introduce yourselves. What's going on?
What's up, man? I'm Craig.
Oh, wonderful. That's a wonderful announcement.
What's up, world? This is the guy, AD, lifelong 49er right here.
Okay. Where you from? You're from Cali? Where are you from now? I know it's your first time doing this, but it's all good, man.
Yeah.
Little jitters, that's all. It's all good. Let me move my damn freaking phone over here. So I'm gonna rough our freaking.
I'm from Maryland.
Maryland, Baltimore, Maryland. Okay. Cool. And of course, I know Craig is from North Carolina because they're both actually in my neighborhood on the East Coast. Thank God. They're both the same time I am. So that's good. I'm fighting time on them. So it's all good. So at least I know what time they're at their place. So yeah, guys. So basically, just got some news. I got some news going for y'all. All right. I got it all set up here. Once I do the thing, share screens. Boom, boom, boom. All right. And booyah. All right. That's the first one that came up. All right. McCaffrey is back at 49ers practice. Elijah Mitchell is not. What do you guys think about that so far? I know it was early in the week, but it's because I was working, so I had to save them all.
Well, I knew that he was going to be there. He's not one to play with injury, but he'd be there because it's going to be the big game. He's going to play no matter what. So.
I like the fact that CMC is going to play through it no matter like what's taking place with him. I'm a little still concerned about Elijah Mitchell because he hasn't really played much this season, and it seemed like he's still dealing with nagging injuries. So I'm a little concerned with that one. But I do like the fact that we can use Mason. So Mitchell is not Mason. I'll say that. But
and sorry to kill this update, but this update is Tevin Coleman has been added to the active roster, so we have him as well.
Okay, cool.
Don't worry,
cool.
I'll come up with that. Don't worry, I had that one here too.
Sorry, I didn't mean to come up with that.
It's okay. It's okay.
It just happened as a conversation.
It's all good, brother. Don't worry about it, man. It's all good, man. All right, so we know that happened. All right, next one. I figured I'd do it this way. It'd be a lot better for me to do it. That way I can surprise you guys with the wonderful news coming up. Here we go. Boom, boom, boom. Here we go. 49ers injury report. This was, of course, the first injury report that came out. And I'm pretty sure that was a Tuesday or Wednesday, which it was Tuesday. So Jimmy Garoppolo out. Of course, questionable was Elijah Mitchell with his groin and Ambry Thomas ankle. So we all expected that no matter what with Jimmy. So Elijah, I'll get that question after we get to it because I told the fellas about it earlier about that.
Do you have the report I sent you to share?
Which one is that one?
The last one I sent in the group chat.
I think I might have it.
The one of the actual injury report from 49ers.com.
1 second. I think I might have it on here. Let me see here. The actual one. Okay, yeah, okay. But Tevin, right? Tevin?
Yeah.
I got you. Hold on. Yep, I got it here. Give me 1 second. How do I do this? Here you go. I don't know if you guys see that. I'm sorry if you can't see it. That's how I made it.
That's not the one. It's the one that I sent you about just a little while ago.
Let me see here. Hold on, guys. Hold on. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
She's trying to. Okay. I don't know if I have it or not. Promoted? You talking about the one that got promoted? That one?
No, the one that I sent you in our group chat.
I gotta find it. Let me find it real quick. You guys start talking. All right, I'm gonna take you guys off of this. Here you go. Right back, guys. Hold on. Nah, I gotta stop that.
So if
Messed that up. That's all right.
if Tevin Coleman is the next running back that they pulling up out the practice squad, do you think he's gonna get a lot of time, or
He get a little bit more time than he normally would, because if Elijah Mitchell is hurt and he doesn't play to expectations, he's going to get pulled.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Because if he hurts it even more, then we lose him for the Super Bowl.
True. So you think it's probably best just to sit him then?
I would.
Okay.
I would just go ahead and sit him. But honestly, if he wants to play, let him go out there. Let him feel it out. I mean, he hasn't practiced all week. So.
But see, then you got two running backs, legit running backs too behind that. So you got Mason and Todd Davis Price too.
I forgot about Price,
I found it, fellas. I found you. I found you, Craig. Don't worry.
Right.
I couldn't remember when you were talking about it, so I looked at it. Oh shit, that's the one. Okay, never mind. My bad, man, guys. My bad. There you go.
But I think now would be like not an ideal situation to be playing Todd Davis Price, only because he hasn't been playing.
Right.
So
neither is Tevin Coleman, really. Yep, that's the one.
Yep.
Because that gives us, see, if you look, Elijah Mitchell didn't practice all week.
Now, what's that word? What's that
neither
word?
did Jimmy G.
You word.
But Christian McCaffrey, he only had full practice Friday. So, and then you got limited for Amenahu and Debo, but they all had full practices on Friday. But they're all unspecified.
Yeah, see, I can see. I don't know if he's gonna play then. Meaning Elijah Mitchell, if he didn't practice on Friday, unless he miraculously practiced today, which I haven't heard anything about for today, but I can probably. I don't know. I just don't feel like he would play on a Sunday if he didn't practice all week long.
That's why I have a feeling they brought Tevin Coleman up today.
Okay.
Because the fact that Elijah Mitchell may not play. So, but I really hope that he does. Mm-hmm. And I really hope that that this is like a mind game that they're playing with him, with the Eagles. But see, we still got the threat with Christian McCaffrey either way, and Debo. Debo knows our running back plays like the back of his hand. So I mean, we're pretty much covered if he doesn't. And then we got the other three, like you said.
And that's why I feel like I would more so lean on Mason and Coleman more so than Todd Davis Price, only because Coleman has been in this situation before. Mason not so much, but Mason has been playing throughout the year, so it wouldn't come as a complete shock him playing during this time. It's going to be big moments, and he personally, I think he can be the one to provide the sparks at those big moments if need be.
Right. Because I mean, he gives Debo and Christian a little bit of a breather.
Right.
Because he knows the playbook just as well as Debo does.
Correct. That's why I think it's like, and another is Ambry Thomas too. He did play today, but I wonder, are they going to use him as a corner, or are they going to probably use him on special teams?
I'm not 100% sure, but I mean, if he's not 100%, I would use him on special teams.
Okay.
That's where I would use him, because then you limit him to only being on the field only in a certain number of plays.
Right.
And that still gives him the time to heal, even though he's out there running on it.
Mm-hmm.
And you can feel it. And if he feels like he's good, then let him play. I mean, start him out on special teams, and if he feels like he can play, throw him in the game.
Right. Because they activated Janoris Jenkins too. That's why I was asking.
Yeah. That was one of the other updates with Tevin Coleman being activated.
I don't know. It's gonna be interesting.
I just think that the ways they set this up is that Kyle Shanahan had this planned and said, okay, we're going to do this all week. You guys don't have to practice. But you're going to play in the game. Except for somebody like Elijah Mitchell. I know a growing pull, and man, those aren't fun.
Right.
Especially only a week after you get it. It's still torn tender.
Yeah, that's what
sorry, fellas. Sorry.
You good.
Now, we all know about the D'Amico Ryan story. It's been going on for at least over, 2 months now. Feels like it's been. And his latest one was definitely Denver Broncos. So,
Actually, the latest one is the Houston Texans.
Okay, so there was no one then.
Denver and Houston both want him.
Damn.
He's number one on their list, but he's still got like 2 or 3 teams to interview for. But I don't think they're gonna interview him until after either this week or next week.
I would be curious as far as what job would he actually take. Because the Texans job, it seems like to me, that's not a job I would probably take. Because there's a lot that you got to fix with that team.
Mm-hmm.
And so, I mean, I know you want to be a head coach for the first time, but you also want to like be able to do what you want to do as well. And I don't think he's going to be able to do that with the Texans job out the gate, only because that team needs so much. So it's going to take years for them to get like competitive, I want to say. And you got to make sure you draft. I don't know if they're going to even go after a quarterback, but they should go after a quarterback and start from there and work their way out.
Yeah, you got to build your team around your quarterback.
Right.
I mean, but necessarily, you really don't have to. You just have to have a strong support core for your quarterback because of our quarterback. I mean, he's a rookie. He's 8-0 as a rookie. Won 2 playoff games. About to win his 3rd. And carry us to the Super Bowl. And, I mean, it's just he's got the support crew and he's got the team that has his back. I mean, Christian McCaffrey they talk nothing but good about him and what he does and how attentive he is to listening to everybody and learning from everybody.
Well, he has a big decision to make. Because the Denver job isn't good, in my opinion. They have a great defense, but you got to worry about Russell Wilson, and which Russell Wilson you gonna get.
Yep.
So I don't know. He got a tough decision to make. That's all I can say.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna give it latest news to everybody. That's watching on Twitter if they are watching on there, because I know we don't have nobody watching right now. I know YouTube flagged me. I should say flagged me because I know it's my channel and all. But it flagged me on the last game we did because I use YouTube TV. They flagged me, so basically I'll be out of punishment tomorrow. So hopefully for the overreaction, we'll have a great overreaction. All right.
Yep.
There's not a time yet. So I'll let the fellas know when it's going to be. We'll settle everything down, get it going, get popping, So basically, as soon as that gets over, once I know it's done, now I'll be able to get YouTube back on again. We're good to go, good as golden.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. Any guys want else pop up for about the news? Any kind of news you got? You heard about the last couple of days or today, possible? Nothing.
No, the only thing I heard was the Tevin Campbell, and I mean what he just posted in the Janoris Jenkins. Other than that, I haven't heard anything else.
How about you, C-Man?
I mean, I pretty much said what I've heard.
Cool.
But
All
I
good,
mean,
man.
one thing I did see though too that I don't know. I think we've talked about it in our group chat, but is how they compared, how they're comparing Brock Purdy to Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts played all season. Brock Purdy's only played 8 games, nine technical games, but he's only started 8.
Right.
But they're comparing him to a full season quarterback and his numbers are pretty much identical, if not better, than Jalen Hurts. But everybody wants to say, oh, Jalen Hurts is going to destroy us. No, Jalen Hurts isn't going to destroy us. Because our defensive line is so strong that he's not even going to have the time to look around to be able to destroy us.
Yes. Sorry, I mean, you're going to interrupt you. I knew you were going to say something else. Sorry, man.
Oh no, you good. All I was gonna say is that they got to keep him in the pocket by all means. They keep him out of that pocket.
Yep.
Because if they let him get out, he's running.
Oh yeah. Bosa and Amenahu have to do their jobs.
Yes.
Okay.
And Armstead, he has to get in there. He has to get his hands on that quarterback.
So would you come out blitzing?
I would disguise a couple blitzes, and then I would blitz Hufanga off the free safety, let him come in.
Okay.
Because he's been coming in and timing them just right almost every single time he does it. Because I mean, he almost had Dak last week. I think we had a sack, but it was right at the line of scrimmage, so it wasn't technically considered a sack last week.
All good, fellas?
Yep.
Okay. All right, guys. Now, since that's news, we covered everything. Thank God we did, which I know we had a lot come up this week because I know I've been working all week. So, I got a couple of highlight videos that we're going to cover that we're done with. And the first one we're going to do is a wild card game. It's only about 4 minutes or so. That's why I want to do an easy one. I didn't want to do the 40-minute one. So, yo, AD, what happened to you? I guess he'll come back when he's ready. But yeah, I'm gonna show this highlights. What's that?
I think he was lagging a little bit.
All right, it's all good. He'll be back for the video here. I'm gonna start it up right now. Here we go. Here he is. What's up, AD?
My signal keeps dropping.
Damn Wi-Fi. Here we go, fellas. I got you. All right. Boom. And I'm doing smart way this way. There you go. There we go.
Smith to throw for the first time. He's in trouble and he's sacked by Eric Armstead.
You guys want me to go slower at that? Is that too loud?
To the Seattle 45 with the first and put Debo Samuel in the backfield. Debo's got it. Getting the play on it here with a burst down the sideline. Chance to win big. 49ers back on offense. Christian McCaffrey, a gaping hole. McCaffrey gallops free into Seahawks territory. Cuts it back inside the 20. He blocked from Trent Williams. Springs him for a 66-yard run. Second and goal. Purdy scans. Dances and finds McCaffrey, who broke loose. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Yeah, baby.
Wasn't a bad game last week for Brock Purdy, Arizona, but it was his worst game he's played so far. And I think a lot of that was when he got pressure.
Bootleg sets his feet downfield. Ayuk comes free. Great anticipation, dropped it right to him. Defense that's been so up and down when it comes to stopping the run this year. First read was taken away. Purdy's got room to run. Brock Purdy high steps for a first down by Cody Barton.
So even if it's a little bit of adversity and a slow start, I think he's done a nice job. That opening series, who's not the Brock Purdy we had seen.
He's got a wide open Ayuk crossing the field and beating Woolen. Brandon Ayuk, 31 yards into Seahawks territory.
And Ayuk and McCaffrey, and you've got to find a way to keep everybody happy.
Deep drop for Purdy. He's given all day. Lets it fly for George Kittle. They found a soft spot in that defense a few times today. Only a four-man rush. Purdy underneath. Deebo Samuel runs for a first down and then some. Boy, they threw it short of the sticks. Samuel made it happen. 22 yards to keep the drive going.
Okay. First of all, I want to just touch up on this real quick. That pissed me off.
Mm-hmm.
But when 35 did, I don't know their name, but they're talking about the pressure and everything. And he said what Debo said, he is, oh, you want to start popping? All right, we'll turn it up a little bit. All right. So basically, put a man's leg like that, you can really injure the guy. You can, especially if you turn it too far. You can try and grab him like that. You know what I'm saying?
Especially since he already had an ankle injury.
Thank you. Yep.
One thing I will say out of watching clips is that I don't think that the Eagles are going to give Purdy that kind of time. I think they're going to give him he might get some time, but the time that he had against Seattle, I think it's going to be more so like the time that he had with Dallas. Like they're not going to give him that kind of time.
So you think it's then you think it's going to be a low scoring game?
Yes, I do. That's what my score was 25-22.
Yeah, see, I went 35-21.
Okay. And the only reason I'm saying that is because if they do what the Cowboys did, in my opinion, which was, pretty much stop the running game until the second half, then that's going to limit the amount of points we can score in the first half. And if they do that, then we're going to probably rely on field goals more than likely. So depending on how many possessions we get is going to determine how many field goals we get. So if that's the case, then it's going to be, in my opinion, it's going to be kind of a low-scoring game. But if they allow him to play like he played against Seattle, that's a whole different ball game. I just see them. I see them putting a lot of pressure on him, just like that.
Okay. Anything else you want to add to that? Nothing. All right, moving on. I just want to bring that up because that pissed me off. It did. I'm sure it pissed off all the faithful about that shit. So, all right, here we go.
Yeah, I don't think he did. I would just trust my offense right here.
It's Purdy to sneak it. It's a wall at first, but then he surges forward, and the 49ers are back in front. Pressure. Ball is out. San Francisco's got it. It was all Nick Bosa.
You have no idea how much I love that guy. I love Bosa. I do. I'm sorry. I even told people from the Faithful Empire that I have a crush on that guy. I do.
See, I don't think Philly's going to be able to stop him. Really.
No, I agree with you on that one.
Not as good as Dallas did. I mean, Dallas did a pretty good job, but I don't think Philly has the deep offensive line to be able to do that.
No.
Yeah, granted, they're first in points per game and rushing yards per game, but we are also first defense in those same categories. So we're pretty evenly matched. So, like you say, it could be a dead a 3-point game, or it could be a two-score game. Just depending on how our offense comes out and our defense comes out.
True.
If our defense can stop Jalen Hurts and Brock can just keep doing what he's doing, then it's our game to lose.
Yeah, well, also we got to worry about Boston Scott and Miles Sanders too. That's usually our ones you got to worry about.
I think they can contain them.
You think they can?
Yeah, I'm not gonna say stop them completely, but I think they can contain them. Similar to, I think one of them will going to give like maybe 60 or 70 rushing yards. One of them will, but I think as long as you can hold one or both under 100, I think we'll be fine.
Mm-hmm.
Cool enough for me. Sounds good. All right.
Purdy not just steadying the ship, but thriving. On 2nd and goal here, he fakes, he looks, he's in trouble, but keeps it alive and finds Mitchell. Improvisation leads to a touchdown.
Great job extending by Brock Purdy. Thought he was in trouble right there with Bruce Irvin, but as soon as he pivots out, he's got Elijah Mitchell uncovered in the flat.
It's a throw. It is George Kittle, and they got it. Size advantage at Kittle at 6'4", 250 on the 6-foot Mike Jackson. Dreams coming true much faster than it looked like it was going to. They'll let him throw again. Wide open Deebo Samuel. Got a block from George Kittle. Deebo Samuel. There he goes.
To the house,
Foot on the gas.
Go to the house. Go to the
Touchdown,
house.
San Francisco. A 74-yarder.
Watch Brandon Ayuk right here. Watch number 11 pop back into your screen. You turn around. There's my guy. There's my mate. I'm just going to lock you down, Tariq Woolen. That is just such great recognition. And
man, he turned them burners real, man. As soon as he knew he had that sideline, he just turned it up, man. Burners.
Yeah, you could definitely see he switched gears. Definitely.
Because his body went back to the front. That's when he started running real fast, burning that. I definitely said that shit, man. Believe me, I did.
See, we need a
hard
couple
work
of those.
down the field.
What was that?
We need a couple of those big plays like that to break open the game for us so that Brock doesn't really have to struggle too much.
Dude, I am so waiting for Ray McLeod to break one. At least a 50-yarder. 50
he
or
almost
60-yarder.
He almost did last week.
Yeah, he almost did, no, man.
He almost broke one good for us.
All right.
Create the explosive plays.
And for what has been one of the top offenses in the league this year, Geno Smith to the sideline, and he gets picked off by Diamador Lenore. For the guy that's been picked on for much of this season, steps in front of the pass and the second Niner takeaway.
It plays off that. They're really, really good complementary.
3rd down and goal. Smith pressured from behind, and he's sacked. It is Omenihu who had the forced fumble earlier.
Ah, shit. Sorry about that, guys.
That's all right.
I know it wasn't the same game, so I'll go back it up, and I'm going to start up again for the next one. The next one is going to be a Dallas game. So what did you guys think about the Seacock game, though?
I thought we played pretty good in that game. Going against Dallas, I mean, like the one we're getting ready to show, I mean, it was just two totally different games. One was all offense, and the next was all defense.
Damn, AD, you must have bad signal over there, man.
Tremendously bad.
Sorry, guys. I'm trying to find this real quick. Oh, shit. Don't do that. I had the first one all made up. Now I got to wait for the other one now. It's in there somewhere. Oh, you know what? I'm in the wrong. Yeah, I was in the wrong category. The one reason why I couldn't find it. Okay, here we go. That's what I'm looking for. Boom. All right. Here we go. Sound going. Boom. Just back all the way up. Good. We're ready. Rock and roll. Here we go. Sorry, fellas. Fast second here.
Great job by the offensive line giving them time.
Here's Pollard. Warner came through and a big-time hit from the all-pro linebacker. Fred Warner.
Head of the chains.
All-pro Fred.
That play action passing.
Purdy on the fake fires. It's a perfect throw to Kittle down the seam. And a first down, San Francisco.
Well, right on cue, as long as you can pass protect.
Third and long. Blitz coming. Prescott fires. Oh, it's
Boom.
intercepted. Far side of the field.
Ray's cousin.
Lenore read it, picked it off, and the Niners in business.
Yep.
Surrounding this year has been the turnovers. You'll see Diamond matched up against Gallup on the outside. He, in essence, runs the route for Gallup. I'm not exactly sure what made Dak Prescott let go of this ball.
Four-man rush. Purdy has time. Zings one. Ayuk gets his at the 10. And Brandon Ayuk has a first down for the 49ers.
Critical early play in this game.
It was impressive. Lamb in motion. Blitz is coming. Prescott in trouble, gets rid of it. Elliott upended immediately. My goodness, so
we could do
it
that
was a miracle
tomorrow.
to get a completion, but they end up
Pause
losing
that. I
it.
want to talk about that.
Say you want to pause it? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I can hear you.
Now, you remember how I was talking about earlier how Hufanga timed it perfectly? That's the exact play I was talking about. And, I mean, he just ran right through there, almost untouched.
Mm-hmm.
And we need to do more of that against Philly to get Jalen Hurts to get out of his comfort zone.
Right.
From staying in that pocket. If we can contain him and we can make his pocket collapse on him, then he ain't no threat.
Yeah, dude. That's probably the only thing I'm worried about is Jalen Hurts. 'Cause I know he can run. I know he can run faster than Dak too. So he has that speed. That's probably the only thing I'm worried about, really. I know I should be worried about Brock is, as long as he plays like he's been playing, I think he should be fine. I told myself, watch him come out and ball out tomorrow.
He's gonna come out. I think he's gonna come out and he's just gonna play ball.
So I told myself, I bet you Kyle is probably telling him, just play your game. Play the game you love. Play like you've been playing. You'll be fine.
Yep.
And the true testament that I think might happen, though, if Kyle does dial it up for him, he might test him on a long bomb and see how he does with it. I'm just saying.
I mean, it is a possibility. Yeah. I mean, he has the arm to throw it that far.
Yep.
But I don't think it's going to be more than a 60-yard pass.
No. Maybe a 20-yard, 25-yarder, I'm thinking.
Okay, so you know how we was running the game? I mean, running the ball. But then when we played Seattle, first game in the playoffs, how we started passing a lot more than we did running. So I just me back relaxing, thinking about it. I wonder if Kyle is going to do the same thing.
What, against Philly that he did against Seattle?
Yeah, meaning that he's going to start off throwing the ball more so than running the ball.
Yeah, because then you keep your linebackers back. And then when you can drop a run in there, boom, you break open the run.
Right.
And then you run it down their throats after that.
See, now we on the same page. Now you seeing what I'm seeing.
Right. That's normally that's what should be done. Like first downs are usually a passing play.
Mm-hmm. And
then your second down's your running play. Because you get the defense, okay, well, they're coming out first down, they're going to throw first down automatically. Some come out and they just run it and pound it and pound it and pound it.
Right.
But
and that's
passing the ball gets your tires your pass rush, your pass rush tires them out.
Right.
But when you run the ball, you create more time of possession, which is what we need to control in this game. is our time of possession. If we can control the time of possession, let them have as little time as possible, we win the game.
Correct.
It all depends if we score too. We can score on our drives. You know, that's important.
I don't have any I have all confidence in scoring points.
I just want more touchdowns.
I totally agree on that one.
I think there's going to be 5 scored, and I think each one of the top 5 players are going to get one.
Touchdown?
Yep.
Okay. So you really expecting a blowout then?
No, I'm expecting 35-21. It's not technically a blowout, but
I got you. I got you.
I mean, a 2-score game is pretty much a come down to the fourth quarter. It's 2 scores with like 5 minutes left. Pretty much the game's over.
Right. Man, I like your thinking.
But you got a 1 score and you're down 5 minutes, but you have the ball at 5 minutes and you have a 1-score lead and you put that second score on the board. Game's over.
Right.
No matter how many timeouts they have, that game's over. There's no way they can score 2 touchdowns in less than 4 minutes.
Similar to the Dallas game when he just clock, pretty much.
Yep.
Gotcha.
Yeah, like what it says on the back of the end zone. It takes all of us. I love that.
Mm-hmm.
I do love that. All right.
Man, you get me pumped up.
Maher, it is no good. It was blocked. Samson Ebicom, I think, got his hands on it. My goodness. Look at the wind move that thing, but it's perfect. Played it beautifully. Prescott, it is picked off by Fred Warner. Warner's got it. Lamb chases him down.
Can you pause it real quick?
Yeah, I was about to talk to myself. Go ahead. You go first. Go ahead.
Okay, cool. So I was watching. I don't know if it wasn't First Take. It was Emmanuel Acho, and what he said was a lot of times teams run the same plays. So what they did on this particular play, Dallas ran it earlier in the game, and so once they recognized the formation, they figured it was going to be the same play, and so that's how Fred, because Jimmy Ward dropped back, but he played in a position where he knew where CeeDee Lamb was going to be, and Fred Warner came behind him. So he said if Philly does the same thing, expect it to be a lot of trouble for their offense.
Right, but you also got to think Jimmy Ward got his hand on that ball to knock it up into Warner's hands.
Yes.
I mean, he had the play and he had everything timed right. There was no penalties. See, that's what I'm hoping they do. They let him play to a certain extent. You start holding, you start grabbing, you start pushing. I mean, yeah, it's going to happen, but when the ball is in the air, they need to call it fair both ways.
Sorry, fellas. Sorry.
No, you're fine.
There you go.
The second.
Now, I wanted to say something about this since I let AD go first. Now, if you remember this, I know you probably do, because it's a big part of our history. The pick 6. Do we all remember that?
Which one?
Pick 6 with Bowman.
Oh yeah, I do.
Okay. Who was the one who broke up the pass from the one
Patrick Willis.
No, it wasn't Patrick Willis. It was somebody else. Carver, whatever his name was. Carver. I can't say his name right. I cannot say his name right for God forbid. I don't know how to say his name right. I think it's Cull, something like that. Culliver. He's the one that broke the pass up from Matt Ryan against the Atlanta Falcons, and that was the pick 6.
And that was the NFC Championship that we lost to him.
Was the NFC Championship?
Yeah, I think that's when's in the NFC Championship when we lost to him.
No, because
they went on to the Super Bowl. They went on to the Super Bowl and lost the Super Bowl when they had a 24-point lead.
But if you remember, that was the last game, and that's the one when they announced it that Navarro Bowman is taking the 49ers to the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
That was a
Oh,
pick
okay.
six.
It might have been the end of the season.
Yes, yes. That looks exactly the same play of that happening because it was bobbled from the receiver, and then the linebacker came in behind and grabbed it from the interception.
Yep.
That play was exactly like that one. It's a shame that Warner couldn't have time to run it. I'm sure he would probably ran it all the way. It would have been like a split image to that one. That's basically I want to talk about that for a second. So, you okay with there?
I'm good.
Interception today for the
Go down me now. Come on.
49ers. Parsons not nearly as big as Reggie was. So good. Here's 17 seconds. Pressure from Parsons again. Gets rid of it. Jennings in stride. And he's out of bounds in field goal range. Turpin is back deep to receive in case he's short. Goal puts it up there. It is good. Elliott. Absolutely nowhere. Nick Bosa. Morning. And we'll kick it off here. McLeod going to take it out from the wall. Spins off a tackle. Now he's got some room. Out across the 45 and all the way up across midfield and hit out of bounds there.
You go from muffing the previous punt return to having a 53-yard return. Great job there by the kicker stringing that out. But that's really impressive there by Ray McLeod.
Boy, he's going to take one play. Purdy. A lot of room now. Odin up over the middle. Oh, what a catch by Kittle. Are you kidding? George Kittle.
Can you pause?
You're going to see Kittle. He's not even really part of the route.
Okay.
Okay, good.
When that catch right there has so much importance, not only because it kept the drive going, because I think that was the play that helped jump everything up another notch for the team. Just my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So true.
That's
So
the
true.
play. That's the play that sparked everything after that.
Sorry about that, fellas. Okay.
That was it. I was just there's
No problem. It's all right. It's all good, man.
This is just scramble drill. Brock Purdy kind of breaks the cardinal rule. You never throw the ball back across the middle of the field. But in this case, George Kittle makes a circus one-hand catch.
McCaffrey right up the gut and in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Watch the distortion on this double team, what he does. Watch, that's the hole. He gets the linebacker scraping Van Der Esch, and McCaffrey hits his head on the goalpost.
Uh-oh. Prescott avoids a Funga and then just slides down.
See, that's why it wasn't
Third down. Prescott in trouble. He is sacked.
Pause this. Ryan, pause this.
Pitch. Mitch.
Sorry about
When we got back in the backfield and they timed it right and he almost sacked him. When he slid, it was technically a run for a loss of yardage.
okay.
And then the next play, I think he got back to the line of scrimmage. Even though they said it was a sack, I think because he got back to the line of scrimmage, it was considered a no-gain yard rush. And that's why we don't have any technical sacks on him. Because we had the pressure on him, but we didn't have any sacks on him. that's I think where we need to step up our game is getting to Jalen Hurts.
Correct.
If we can get to Jalen Hurts like we got to the Seattle quarterback or any of the quarterbacks this season, I mean, we're going to be unstoppable.
Mitchell looking for a seam. Elijah Mitchell, first down.
You're muted, Ryan. We can't hear you, buddy.
I keep editing that. I just said everything. Well, I haven't done this in a while. Oh man, thanks for reminding me, man. Oh
Yep.
my god. Now I feel embarrassed by doing that again. So, if you want to talk more about it, man, what you're just talking about. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. I just wanted to play that to get it over with, and then start up our Eagles stuff. So,
well, I just think if we can stop Jalen Hurts, that's our biggest obstacle.
mm-hmm.
I think if we can contain him in the pocket and contain him from running, and make him throw the ball and make him make the mistakes, and if we can do that, I mean, and Brock can come out and just continue doing what he's doing, I don't see any problem with us at all.
Yeah, I'm about to go on the road, just so you know. I'll be on my phone. So,
all right.
Hey, D, you want anything to add to that?
No, I completely agree. I think that if we can contain Jalen Hurts, I think, and blitz him a lot, put that pressure on him, then I think that we'll be in good shape, similar to what we did to Dak. Because they played a defense like they haven't played a defense like our defense,
Right.
and we played a defense like their defense. But one thing I do know is that our defense always comes to play, no matter what. And so I'm better prepared for. So I'm good with that.
You're better prepared for what? Sorry, it cut out.
No, I'm saying I'm better prepared for our defense to go out there and play hard, like they did last week against Dallas, holding them to one touchdown.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I have a feeling they'll get at least 2, maybe 3, because he's gonna break out a couple plays that we've never seen him do.
Right.
And I mean, so is Kyle. He's gonna break out plays with Brock that we haven't seen, that they've only seen in the practice, but they don't really show a lot of the play schemes and the plays that they're playing in practice. They just see him warming up, and then that's it.
Right.
They don't let the cameras in after that. They kick all the cameras out. But then the thing is how are these players actually practicing, and they're just saying that they didn't practice because they didn't see him there at the beginning of the practice? But when they kick out the media, they let him come in and practice.
They could.
I mean, all football is 90% mental, 20% physical, or 10% physical. Excuse me.
It's gonna be interesting. Like, I think that this is going to be a tough physical game. I do think it's going to be that. Now, I'll be happy if it's a blowout that we don't have to worry about it. But it's going to be. I think it's because you had 2 of the best teams. You had 1 and 2 in the NFC.
Mm-hmm.
So it's supposed to be a tough physical game just based on that alone, because you have the number 1 and 2 seeds playing.
Yep.
So.
Didn't we, the year Philly won, didn't we play them in the NFC Championship too?
I don't.
Or did we play them? Did we play them in the divisional round?
When did they win the championship?
I can't remember. It was just the year. It was just a fluke year. They won it somehow, wasn't it? It wasn't the pandemic year.
No, it was before that. So I want to.
It was before our big season. Or so was it? It wasn't 2019, was it?
No, it wasn't 19. I don't think. Hold on, let me look it up.
Because I'm not sure if we've ever really like
It
played them
was
in the playoffs.
so it was 2018. So it would have been the 2017 or 26. I always miss that number how they do it. But they
It's
won
the
it
2017 season.
right, because they won it in 2018, which was
Yeah.
the following. So it's 2017. No, they did not play us because that was I think Cal Shanahan's first year, if I'm not mistaken. So we
And
weren't.
that was the only year. That was the only year we didn't make it to the NFC Championship game.
No, the second year too. His first 2 years we didn't come close. Because remember,
Well, 3 of the last 4 we have made it to the NFC Championship game.
correct. That is correct. But I think his
His
first.
first year we didn't, but his second year we did. We made it to the playoffs.
Hold on. So that was 20.
2019 would have been the 18 season would have been his first season, which we probably wouldn't have made it, right? Or was 17 his first season?
17 was his first season.
Okay, so we didn't make it to the championship game.
Right. Because I want to say they traded for Jimmy the tail end of 17, I want to say. I
Right.
can't first
Then
year.
he came in 18 and took us to the took us to the NFC Championship the next year.
Okay.
And then we've been every year since.
All right, hold on. Let me go back.
Because I know the stat is 3 out of the last 4 years we have been in the playoffs. I'm not sure how it's broken up.
I'm trying to go back. I can't go back for some reason. That's what I'm looking for. Shoot, I can't find it. But I know I'm trying to think. Hold on, let me do it like this. I know what I'm gonna do. So his first year was 2017.
Okay. We didn't go to the championship game at all that year?
No.
So for the next 3 years, we have been to the championship game every year.
Correct. So
we just haven't been able to pull it off because this year is, and he's been with us since 17, so 5-6 years.
Right.
So okay, so you might be right. You might not have made his first 2.
Yeah, because I'm trying to go back to his. All right. So 2017 was his first season. Then 2018, that's what it was. So the end of 2018 is when we got Jimmy, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm. And then I don't think we went that year.
Right, because 2019 that's when we made it to the playoffs.
We went to the NFC Championship in 19, but
Right.
not 18. And
Right.
then I think 2020 we didn't make it. And then we've been in for we were in it last year and this year.
Right. So his first year we was 6-10. The second year 4-12, and that's when they traded for Jimmy. The following year, we went 13-3. Then Jimmy got hurt that next year. I think in the second or third game, we went 6-10. That's the year everybody got hurt. And then 2021 we was 10-7, and then 2022 we were 13-4.
Yeah. So yeah, the year everybody got hurt, we didn't make it.
Correct.
And then the last 2 years we made it straight to the NFC Championship game.
Yes. So, yeah. Now, let me ask you this question. Do you think if Jaquaski Tart makes that catch in the Rams game, do you think we automatically win that game?
Trying to remember.
Yeah, I
We
remember
should.
that. Believe me, I remember that one.
It was almost like a punt. It was like the ball was
Yeah.
in the air for so long. Like, it was just
Mhm.
up. And,
It's the one he missed, the one he grabbed and he dropped it.
yes, because everybody was
Uh-huh.
jumping, like, celebrating because it's almost like a fair catch. That's how long the ball was in the air.
Mhm.
And he dropped it.
If he would have picked the ball, yeah, we would have won the game.
So, and if that was the case, then we would have won.
We would have been 4 out of the last 4 years.
Yes.
Because the first year we had Jimmy G, he took us to the playoffs at
Correct.
10-4.
No, 13-3. The first year he was the starter, which was 2019. Because remember, he came at the tail end of 2018.
Right. Yeah, right. Yeah.
Yeah, we went 13-3 on 2019 for a Super Bowl run.
Right.
Right. And we lost the NFC Championship game. And then the next year, all our players were hurt.
Right. It all went down in that Jets game, the Giants game, Jets or Giants game, whichever one it was. When Armstead? Somebody went down first.
It was Bosa first. It was Bosa first, and it was Armstead.
Okay, yeah. They went like really right after.
Yep.
Yeah, I didn't really watch the 2020 season because
That was a sad year.
I had my son who was newborn, so I just was like more focused on him. But
2020 was a sad year.
Mm-hmm.
It was
pretty bad.
It was at the Giant. We went against the Giants because we went back to back with Giants and Jets that year.
Mm-hmm.
And we went against the Giants. It was the Giants we were playing, and that's when Bosa got hurt. And then Armstead, a few plays later, he got hurt.
Yep. Just like that.
Believe me, I remember. I remember that too.
And then
I
you had
I was crying for Bosa.
all the COVID restrictions and stuff that players couldn't play if they tested positive, and it just screwed that whole year up. I mean, it really hurt our run that we were getting going.
Well, technically, once Bosa got hurt, it kind of like the sail out of the team just.
Yep.
It just went out like a balloon. Once Bosa got hurt.
It was Our defense just was.
That's when
ego just.
That's when we started.
We lost him.
Yeah.
That's when we started getting all those injuries. There was 44 injuries altogether.
The most in the NFL that year.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. We had a bad year that year. I remember that. I didn't believe I remember that.
But one thing though, you got to think about it though, guys. Brock Purdy's about to set a record. He's about to set a record. Most consecutive wins as a starter. And a Super Bowl victory.
I definitely want that record.
As a rookie. As a rookie. He wins the Super Bowl as a rookie. How many players in the NFL can say they won the Super Bowl their rookie year? Not
nobody. No, nobody. He's the first in history. He'll be the first in history.
He'll be the first quarterback, but I know there's been rookies on teams that have won the Super Bowl.
Oh, no. Yeah, first quarterback rookie. Yeah, first quarterback rookie. That's what I meant to say. Sorry.
Did Roethlisberger win as a rookie?
No.
Not them where.
Because Terry Bradshaw.
I think it's second.
Terry Bradshaw has 5 of their rings, and Roethlisberger has 2 of them, but they were in 2000s.
Okay. I don't know why I thought for some reason he won it as a rookie.
No.
Okay.
I don't think so.
Okay.
I mean, you can fact check it. I mean,
trust me, I'm not that concerned with him. I just assumed that he.
No, but I mean, he's about to win Offensive Rookie of the Year.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it should be a pretty much done deal if he wins the Super Bowl.
So, and I think that Kyle should win Coach of the Year, but
Mm-hmm.
no, that's not gonna happen.
I mean, you never know.
All I'm saying is, if you win this many games in a row, you gotta put him up there. Like,
Mm-hmm.
all right, I know what the Giants did, cool. I know what Dan Campbell did, cool. He turned them around. But for you to win this many games in a row to end the season, and you
But
can
see, all the awards are done the week before the Super Bowl.
well, that's even more time.
During Pro Bowl week
Even
is
more.
when they do that.
Yeah. So okay. So then that helps my argument even more. So if they beat the Eagles, then that's what 13 games in a row.
Yeah,
How could he not win it?
he should. I mean, I totally agree with you. I mean, he should win it. I mean, D'Amico Ryan's already won defensive. He's pretty much going to win the defensive coordinator of the year.
Yes.
Because I mean, he should have won it last year.
Yep. But you know how it goes, man. Like I don't know. I just like it's almost like we got to go above and beyond to get any type of recognition.
Right.
And it's like I don't get it. Like that makes no sense. Like if we're a good team, just say we're a good team. But nobody ever gives us credit.
You're damn right on that. I
Because
can't. That's one thing I
we're the
can't
guys
stand.
who come in. We're the guys who come in slowly, and then when we need it, when we need the strikes, everybody comes together. We have stayed healthy all year. We've had very few injuries besides our quarterback. I mean, we lost two of our quarterbacks right before at week 10? Miami.
Yep.
The week we played Miami. I think it was week 10, wasn't it?
That sounds about right.
Because Kansas City was our last loss.
Right.
And then I think the Rams and then Miami. No, Miami was the game he came in and took over for Jimmy G.
Correct.
And he won that game. But because he didn't start, Garoppolo got the win for that game.
So it was December 4th was the game that Brock Purdy came in.
Okay, so the following week was his first week, and that was against Tom Brady.
Correct.
And he beat Tom Brady 35-7.
Yes.
I mean, a rookie quarterback, first start ever, goes in and beats one of the greatest quarterbacks. A 7-time Super Bowl champion was beat by a rookie. And yeah, he was a little butthurt about it, but he's got to think, if he would have had the opportunity to go in there and say beat Joe Montana at one time in his career, in his rookie season, his first game, to go in and beat Joe Montana, he would have fucking flipped. Excuse me, sorry, wrong language. He would have flipped.
We're past 7 minutes. Don't worry about
All right.
it.
I mean, I'm looking at
So,
so just based off that alone, I think he's done a phenomenal job, to be honest with you. Because like you said, what rookie would be able to make these adjustments and be able to play at a high level that he's playing?
I mean, I've seen stats where only rookie quarterbacks come out throw 3 or 4 passes, and then they're no good after that. They throw
Right.
3 or 4 good passes, and then it's like boom, boom, boom. Everyone else is incomplete or interceptions, and it's like they're good for 2 or 3 passes a game. Good passes, like real big completions, not like little dumps offs here and there, but more towards the long ball, and Brock Purdy's come out and he's proven that he can throw the long ball and that he can hit his receivers and that his receivers are going to be where they need him to be. And with all the support, he's got Kittle, he's got Jennings, he's got Debo, he's got Ayuk, CMC, Mitchell. I mean, look at some of the highlights with Mitchell being wide open and he gets the ball to him and scores a touchdown. I mean, that's all extending the play, and that's what Garoppolo didn't do for us. He wouldn't extend the plays more than what he needed to. And Brock, he's not afraid to run the ball.
No.
I mean, yeah, he's a small boy, but he's not afraid to run the ball.
Like, do you realize how long it took for Jimmy to actually run out of the pocket?
2 seasons with us.
You just
Hey,
like,
you're talking about Mr. Statue? Okay, Mr. Statue.
Yeah.
oh gosh, man. Like, I mean, it would just open wide up for him.
Mm-hmm.
He would run. And I'm like, you could easily get the first down. Just run. Slide. That's it.
You got the slide, use it.
Right.
Once you start your slide, they can't touch you.
He would just sit back there, pat.
And then throw it away.
No, throw it an interception.
Or throw it away completely.
Yes, man. Yeah, I guess like
And I mean, the first couple of years he played, he got a lot of intentional grounding flags for it.
Mm-hmm.
Because he was in the pocket and just throwing it straight over the sideline. Like, you can't throw it straight over the sideline, you idiot. You got to throw to at least near receiver, over receiver's head to where it's not even catchable.
Which would make sense. But okay, so me and my friends we was having this discussion about this, right? And the 2019 season with Jimmy was probably his best season, right?
Yes.
And we tried to figure out what happened from 2019 on where he couldn't replicate that season all over again.
COVID. I think you froze. Did you freeze?
Did you freeze anything? You good? Anything you froze?
Yeah, he froze. There he is. COVID happened. COVID happened, and nobody could. We lost him. But
yeah, no.
COVID happened, and that's what caused everything to just fall apart for all the teams, pretty much.
I
mean, that year there was teams that shouldn't have even been in there that were in there.
Mm-hmm.
But I think,
okay.
like, Antoine, now that you just got back to us, COVID, I think, is what caused all that, because a lot of players couldn't play because, they're sick, we need to test them, and then they tested positive, they can't play, they got to be tested twice within a 2-week span and be negative both times, and it's like, that's what really hurt all sports.
Right. But I just wanted that Jimmy to come back, that 2019 Jimmy to come back. And he just never came back to what that 2019 season was. And we were we were bumping our heads trying to figure out what changed.
Didn't he break his hand? Didn't he break his hand in the NFC Championship game?
Against the Rams?
Yeah.
He did something. I'm not sure if it was his hand, but I remember him doing something.
I thought he threw a pass and he smacked the helmet right towards the end of the game.
You're talking about with Jimmy hit his hand on the helmet.
Yeah.
It was I think it was pretty sure it was a Raiders game. He hit his hand on the Raider.
Okay.
Pretty sure that's what it was.
Okay.
It was one of those teams. I think it was Raiders though.
But
and he hit his hand on his helmet.
It was the 19 season?
Yeah.
Or was it the 20 season? His hand at the end of the year.
No,
I can't remember which one it was.
I think it was 21.
21?
Yeah, because
it couldn't have been. That was last season.
Right, because remember he had problems with throwing the ball, and I want to say it was it the tennis? Because he was hurt for a long time. Even going into the playoffs, he had something wrong with his thumb or something was one of his fingers. But it was going into the playoffs.
Right. Yeah, that's what it was. It was going in. He was in the playoffs, and he did it in the last playoff game. He lost the playoff game, and he really smacked his hand or something.
Right.
And he had surgery at the end of the season. And that's why we weren't going to bring him this year, because I know that he also had elbow surgery too, wasn't it? That's what it was. He had elbow surgery.
It was his shoulder.
Shoulder.
It was his shoulder.
Okay, he had shoulder surgery at the end of last year. And that's why we were going to drop him and let Trey Lance take over, but nobody wanted him because he was just having surgery and all that.
I got a theory about that too. I think he waited to do that on purpose to get back at the 49ers.
It's a possibility.
Yeah,
but I mean, when he came out, he won us what, 5 games? 4 games?
Yeah.
No, 5 games, because he came in the second game of the season and won it for us when Trey Lance got hurt. And then I think he lost 2 more, because it was week 7 when we were 3-4. And that was when our loss to Kansas City. And after that, I mean, we just taken off. And he won. We've won our last 13 games, right? 13?
No, 12. I think it's 12. So
12 games?
Yeah, if we went tomorrow, it'd be 13, if I'm not mistaken. Let me verify that though.
Right. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Because we were
You're right.
We were 3-4 at week 7.
14 altogether to the Super Bowl. Super Bowl 14.
Okay.
So when we win this week, we'll be 13-0. When we win next week, or we win the Super Bowl, we'll be 14 on our 14-0 run.
And man,
and not really a team that was under 500 has ever done this. I mean, there's a lot going for our team right now, and we have a lot to show for, and a lot to hold up our end of the deal.
Just gotta win it.
Yeah.
So, if that's a fact, on to the fucking Smeagles. Excuse my language, but what do you guys feel about the freaking game?
I think we can win it.
Yeah.
No doubt in my mind. It's just a matter of everybody coming to play, and like Fred always say, just do your job.
It's one game at a time. Don't look into the Super Bowl now.
Yep.
You gotta keep your head in the game that you're in right now. And if we can do that, we got nothing to do. I mean, look what Nick Bosa was talking about, how Fred Warner is. I mean, Fred Warner is the leader of the defense, not Nick Bosa. Warner is that damn head captain on the defense. And he's just pushing those guys. That's why we're number 1. I mean, we should have had home field advantage.
But did you get a chance to look at the Eagles schedule?
For next year?
No, for this year, this past year.
They didn't play anybody. They played the NFC South.
Now we're on the same page.
Mm-hmm.
Now you on the same page now with that.
But see, they're talking about how their defense had 70 sacks and this and that, but they didn't play anybody.
I'm with you. Like
that's why I think the score is going to be the way it's going to be, and we're going to win by two touchdowns.
Craig, oh man, we win like that. I don't want to sound like I'm gay, people. I don't want to sound like I'm gay, but I'll kiss C-Man for that. If he gets that right. I swear to you, I will.
I was close in
Am
the
I gay,
Seahawks
though?
game. I was really close in the Seahawks game.
What did you go with?
I think Seattle had one more touchdown than I had predicted,
Okay.
and I think our score was like maybe a 1 or 2 points off, something like that.
Okay. Because if IU catches that touchdown in the back of the end zone, it's a 47-point game?
Yep.
Man,
It would have been 40. I think it would have been 40 or 49
okay.
to 17. If they scored
21,
they
21,
scored
23.
so
23.
Yeah, because they scored
23. Yeah,
down, but they scored it.
they got a touchdown. The garbage touchdown. They
Their
got
last touchdown, they
garbage
tried to go
touchdown.
for 2, and then we scored a couple more touchdowns after that to secure the game. That's what we need to do. We need to go down. We need we need to defer the second half. I have a feeling we're going to start off on defense.
I was talking about that, guys. I'm talking about that kickoff.
Because
I know you'd rather defer.
If we start on defense, that gives us the ball to start the second half. Like we like to have it. We like to have the ball to begin the second half because that's when we come out and have our momentum. We carry our momentum from this. We start getting our momentum at the end, about the middle to the end of the second quarter. And we go in that locker room and come out, and we're a whole different team. I don't know what's being said in there during halftime and stuff. I know that Kyle Shanahan doesn't yell at people. He doesn't yell at all. And he even said that because people asked him, "Do you yell at your players?" He said, "No, I'll never yell at my players." And I think that's something that his dad instilled in him because his dad didn't do the same thing. His dad didn't do that either. Yeah, his dad did not do that either.
Yeah,
I never saw him yell at John Elway. I never saw him yell at any of his players. He might have grabbed their face mask and brought it down and looked at him very sternly, but that was Mike.
Yeah, I think because this is why I love Shanahan so much, because his emphasis is always to try to score before half. So if we defer and we score before half, we get the ball back in the second half. That's potential for another score.
Yep.
So
that's why he continues to play all the way through the second quarter. He won't, if there's 40 seconds and we're on the 30-yard line, he's not going to kick a field goal. He's going to go for the touchdown.
Right.
Especially when we get the ball back in the second half, we've got 30 seconds left. We try. Okay, 4th down, we've got 2 seconds left. Okay, let's kick a field goal. That we've got that 3-point. We come out and score a touchdown in the second. That gives us 10-point lead now.
Right. So now a 10-point lead. They're gonna have to score either a touchdown or a field goal. So it puts back on them with that lead.
Mm-hmm.
So I always want to put the pressure on them to score points.
You want to make them put the ball in the air.
Right.
You don't want them to run the ball because they're taking the time. Like, we need to run the ball. We need to score first. We need to run the ball.
Because I think you called time when we played Dallas, you said they're going to score first, and then we're going to win the game.
Uh-huh.
You definitely, I remember you saying that.
Mm-hmm. And we scored first. We kicked the field goal. And then they scored their touchdown and they got the blocked field goal.
Right.
And then we tied it up at 6. And then we went into half 9-6.
That's right. That's absolutely right. So it's the same thing.
And they scored their touchdown, and then we scored our touchdown. Yes, we're going. I'm about to be off.
All right, brother. Go ahead and take off. I'm about to get off too, man.
All right, man. I'll see you guys for pregame tomorrow. All right.
All right.
Sure. Yeah, have a
All right,
good
brothers. Take it easy. All right.
All right,
All right.
Have a great evening, guys. Go Niners.
always.
Nice.
All right, man. Later on, guys. All right, that was a couple of fellas. All right. Well, basically, I guess the other fellas probably were busy with their families and all. It's all good. But yeah, basically, there's a couple of new fellas I have. And then basically, I just wanted to let you guys know that we'll be doing we won't because I gotta go take my wife to work at 4:00 Eastern my time, 3 p.m. Eastern my time. So basically, as I'm leaving to go take her to work, that's when the game comes on. So I won't be able to do the stream for the game. So, but I will be watching the game with me and some of the fellas. So I'm back. Yeah, I'm back. Hopefully, definitely we'll have a good stream tomorrow night, and we'll be all happy with a win, and we'll have our overreaction. All right, punch our ticket to the Super Bowl. So, all right. So I'll see you guys hopefully tomorrow night. All right, and we'll get it going. All right. So, like I always say, keep the faith, never lose hope, guys. All right. And we're out of here. All right. Later on. Welcome to the Red and Gold 24/7.
Ready, go, ready, go, ready,